From divines to starve the light Natalia, Alba, beloved ones, as we rehabilitate our DNA and reconnect with our authentic divine selves, exiting the 3D and 4D consciousness cage, our source DNA coding and our unified DNA strands begin to awaken. Balancing the ego, coherence, and integrity are the most important tools to realign with the God worlds. The lunar eclipse in Pisces we are already feeling is precisely about the dissolution of the ego, for us to cross into the illuminated soul dimensions. We cannot carry the weight of our ego and its limitations, judgments, and illusions. Purifying our ego self is essential to remain in the highest frequency we can hold, as in the new timelines we are heading toward. Feelings and thoughts cannot be hidden, as they are in the lower planes. Everything we project with our thoughts is immediate, transporting us into the frequency band of our thoughts and feelings instantly. All situations and relationships that challenge us now are a blessing in disguise, for all of them show us where we are still wanting to be right, wanting to control, manipulate, even if unconsciously, and have not yet surrendered and flowed. The lunar eclipse in Pisces on August 28th is the 6th eclipse of a set of 7 eclipses occurring along the Virgo-Pisces axis that began in September 2024, which invites us to ground our soul's transmissions, preparing us for new revelations about our personal journey and our planetary trajectory. As the eclipse squares Uranus and Gemini, this becomes one of the most important alignments for us to move inward and receive guidance about major endings in our lives, bringing emotional closure to relationships, helping us move forward from what is no longer meant for us to continue experiencing. Virgo wants to control, micromanage, and organize, so all remains pure in the tangible. Pisces invites our ego to surrender to our divine will and the universal forces that orchestrate it all in a perfect way for everyone. When we do all we can, the rest is out of our control, and surrendering is the only way forward. It is not a surrender of giving up, it is a surrender of liberation. This Pisces eclipse serves as a profound, multidimensional doorway, acting first as a cosmic agent that dissolves our emotional blockages and triggers an ego detoxification. On a soul level, it shatters outdated spiritual contracts rooted in sacrifice or martyrdom, upgrading our divine mission from silent endurance into a state of sovereign co-creation alongside the universal forces. It also operates as an interdimensional bridge that helps us free ourselves from emotional suppression in our ancestral lineages and from all hidden and unexpressed emotions, healing and stabilizing our mental and emotional bodies. 144 flowing in. Beyond our personal healing journey, the alignment opens an expansive field for us to expand our intuition and creative abilities. Remembering the importance of distinguishing between inorganic, synthetic intuition and authentic guidance coming from our divine selves, as many times we may have implants, inserts, or other influences, keeping us plugged to lower 3D and 4D sources, receiving messages that do not come from our divine source, and that foment separation, confusion, and mental destabilization. Our soul and unified selves transmissions hold such a level of purity, clarity, radiance, and benevolence for all involved that there is no doubt. There is no subtle manipulation, any form of control, ego governance, or future predictions involved. There is only love and tools for assisting us in our journey. That is how we know guidance and intuition are authentic, for all we receive is meant to help us grow in love and clarity. It does not please the ego. It respects universal laws. It remains untainted, and so does the feeling we obtain from receiving it. It does not talk about others, for others and their paths are sacred too. It only delivers personal messages to help us access divine wisdom. We are navigating between both eclipses and many other frequencies that support our choice to move into a new harmonic field. Moving into what is authentic by letting go of what is not is what facilitates change within us and in our physical reality. Moving away from what no longer sustains our energy and soul, such as relationships that have fulfilled their purpose, as this Piscean eclipse invites us, is one of the most important steps we can take for the people we once loved. They are deeply linked to us, and the highest form of love is to set them free, so they can continue along their chosen paths. Pisces comes to bring closure at all levels of our lives. If we are brave enough to say farewell and bless everything we have ever lived, then we will be helped to gracefully move into the new beginnings and the many blessings this new cycle has for us. This is a time to detach from the lower planes of consciousness, redirecting our energy toward what we are building, no matter what we are being shown. Our energy is precious, and there are many traps meant to keep it low and distract us from what is truly important: soul alignment and conscious focus. The creation of our new reality is made from within, from a space of unity and ego transcendence. It is when we create moments to completely detach from our ego self, from its linear, time-space, dimensional field, that we can find moments of unity with who we truly are, and with the infinite, universal, creational field of endless possibilities. It is a time of deep preparation to continue building our light bodies, embodying the plasmatic sources we are now descending from the eclipses, the sun, and other interdimensional sources, such as the aurora forms of consciousness. As we continue rehabilitating our diamond template and reclaim our 13th DNA strand filaments, a new toroidal field emerges from our soul portal, one that is no longer a geometrical form, but a unified field connected to the universal worlds, with no form or shape, similar to a sphere, the ultimate unity form of creation. Connect with your universal unified field to realign with who you are and the harmonic soul timelines you wish to navigate, and if guided, decree: I surrender to the universal will and release the weight of my old self and life, dissolving all ego illusions, judgments, and limitations into the infinite ocean of divine love and light, being guided by my unified self and source into what is best for me and all. I am free, I am sovereign, I am ready to step into my harmonic soul timeline here and now. And so be it. With an infinite love from NataliaAlba.com.